On January 12, 2011, Parkway claimed the life of 15-year-old Shondale Tuka Gregory at a bus stop on 63rd. From all accounts, Tuka wasn't even in the beef, he just so happened to hang out with the members in the neighborhood.
He just wanted to do right to make me proud, that's all. Was he gang related? No. No.
You don't think Tuka wasn't in the gang?
No.
The loss of Tuka devastated the 63rd community, and especially his best friend FBG Duck.
And me and him clicked, like that was one of my real close friends. Like every day, like spend the night at his house, he spend the night at mine.
Duck was at home when he heard the shots, and he went out running to see what happened, and that's when he saw his friend's last breath.
You feel me? Then I ran all the way from 62nd and Wabash all the way to 63rd and St. Lawrence. Saved them right there on the floor.
After grieving this terrible loss, they now needed to know who did this. STL quickly found out that O.D. Perry was the one responsible.
Knew exactly who killed Tuka right away because it was so many people out there. Walked up and only killed Tuka, only shot Tuka.
He was at a bus stop.
Yeah, he was at the bus stop. They on the bus stop 6 deep. He killed Tuka.
O.D. Perry was the shooter for Tuka. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Because of this horrible event, STL was ready to get revenge on Parkway. And because of this, the younger generation of Parkway was now forced to get violent as well. According to T-Roy, he was already ready to get stepping, but unexpectedly one of his friends would as well. This would be a friend who had only moved into Parkway a year before this incident. This would be 15-year-old Davon Bennett, who was already a goon in his previous hood. But not only was he a goon, he was also charismatic and extremely handsome. I'm just kidding. Well, as soon as he moved in, he was treated like family, with OD welcoming him and T-Roy becoming his best friend. Like, for whatever reason, him and T-Roy hit it off from the first day, so much so that Vaughn was willing to slide for him. And just like that, Parkway was developing their first official goon squad. They weren't even a gang, they were just guys who held loyalty and brotherhood over all else. They started calling themselves Wick City, Wick for Wild Insane Crazy, and 3 Eyes to show BD Alliance. Still though, after the death of Tuka, nobody respected them because they never had history of beef.
But yeah, that was the name, Wick City, and people used to make fun of us because, like, you know, like growing up on food stamps and stuff, you get called the Wick.
Well, little did Southside Chicago know, the Parkway Gardens were filled with young and wicked goons. Obviously, they were led by OD and Boss Top, but the young guys were equally as wild. Miniature T-Roy and super handsome Vaughn were like beasts that were ready to be unleashed. All they needed was a reason to start stepping, and sadly that reason would come. After the loss of Tuka, STL was determined to get revenge on OD. And that day would come, August 10th, 2011. It's shortly after midnight and OD Perry hops on his bike to head to the local store. As he exits the Parkway Garden gates, an SUV right there stops in its tracks. That's when 2 assailants hop out and run down on OD. This was a huge moment in Chicago history, and the Parkway Gardens were absolutely shocked. OD was one of those staples in the community that you could never imagine losing.
Cause he was like one of our first ones that we lost. Like, we weren't losing friends at the time or losing close ones at the time. So when we lost him, everybody felt it.
Due to his significance, everyone decided to ditch the Wick City name and adopt O-Block in his commemoration.
I remember the day after OD died, man, and I was like, damn, I wonder what the hell we finna call a block now, and then as soon as we came around, we all the way on the 65th end, and I saw that bitch right there spray painted on the garbage can, O-Block. I tell Dr. I'm like, I just thought of that shit. I'm like, I knew they was finna call this bitch O-Block, like I knew he was gonna.
The loss of OD brought everyone in Parkway even closer together than before. They were all there for this, and for whatever reason, it brought them an inexplicable bond. Nothing could ever separate or divide O-Block, as they were now all together in his commemoration. OD was big on everyone sticking together, so if we ever get in fights with our brothers, we're never taking it too far.